do this better.
No, I need you more in there.
Hello, kings and queens. How y'all doing?
Hello.
Welcome to the first official Lifi show. What is Lifi? What this show is about? Glad you asked. Lifi is about uplifting people. People who know us know that we want to inspire, motivate, uplift, and give people opportunities that nobody else is going to give.
Yes.
Also let you know, Lifi stands for Living in Faith Industries, which is going to be our new brand. So look out for it everywhere.
Yes.
It's going to be with clothing lines, schools, productions, and wherever other door God opens for this brand. So we want to do great and amazing things with it.
Yes, we are.
Because I feel like this was the missing element in my videos. I've been doing some videos for a while to inspire and motivate people. You say that when two or more agree, that is where God will be. So missing element in my videos was God. So I had to bring in Anjanette to bring in the presence of God. But Lifi Show isn't just about God, but it's also about relationships, yes, opportunities, motivating, promoting. We want to do some great things with the show. We want to open doors with the show. We want to just help people.
Yes.
Hey, cuz, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Because definitely one of the things that the key elements is that I want to tap on today, I'll say, is love and faith, which is a message that I received by Prophet Samuel Washington. Amazing speaker, yes, motivator. A lot of people have faith but don't know how to activate it. Like, you can have a phone, a smartphone, but if you've been having a flip phone for all this time, you're not going to really know how to work a smartphone. Mm-hmm. If you was working with a automatic car and then decided to buy a stick shift, you have a stick shift, you have a smartphone, but you don't know how to use it, so you're not going to get far with it, which is the same thing with faith. Everybody has faith, but not all your faith is activated. Due to the fact that your faith is not activated, it's not working for you. Mm-hmm. So people are going there, they're praying, and then wondering why the mountain in their life is not being moved. Because all you need is the faith of a mustard seed, yes, to move the mountain in your life.
That's it.
But if you're trying to move it with faith that's not activated, it's not going to go anywhere. So do you know the element that activates your faith? How about you, cuz? Do you know that element to activate your faith? Do you know? What's the element?
Belief. Trust.
The key element is love.
Yes, that definitely.
Yeah. Love is what activates your faith. Without love, you cannot activate your faith. Love is the most powerful element on the face of this earth, and that love will move mountains. Because we all know that God is love.
Right.
Because you can't say that you love God and hate your neighbor. You can't say you love God and hate your family. You can't say you love God when you hate yourself. Love and hate cannot exist in the same area. So if love and hate can't exist in the same area, and God is love, and you're choosing to hate, that means that you're not making space for God.
Right.
That means that you're choosing your hate over God. You choosing your guilt over God. You choose not to forgive over God, which means that God is not within your life. So being the fact that you're not letting God in your life, love is not in your life, that means that your faith is not activated.
Right.
So the things that you're praying on is not being activated because you're not utilizing, because your faith is not activated.
Right.
You have to activate the faith for you to start praying on things to happen. You have to utilize that faith by activating your love within your life. So if there's someone within your life who you have an issue with, who like by their mere presence in your life just completely kills your spirit, you call that person. Maybe not tonight, but tomorrow. You call that person and you tell that person you forgive them. Because you can't allow somebody who really isn't relevant in your life to cause you to miss out on the blessing that's prepared for you. So, because a lot of people, they allow other people to detour them from their path. Because the scary thing is that the enemy knows you way better than you know yourself.
Yes.
He knows all your trigger points. He knows what sets you off. And he's going to put that very thing that he knows that's going to set you off right in front of you, right when you're about to receive that blessing. So you have to know yourself. You have to come and learn yourself. By learning yourself, you know your loopholes and you can know the place of attack that the enemy is going to come from. Because that's where you start to work on yourself.
That's usually the familiar places. Things that you're familiar with. That's where the enemy comes and attacks you.
Definitely. Like, I'll say that mine was patience. I hate being late. If I'm late for anything, piss me off. Set me off, and a few people see me angry. But if I'm late, it is not a good day. But I know that's one of my weaknesses. It's something that I had to work on, which I think that I've become pretty good with that now. As it's all about finding your inner peace in the midst of your storm. Once you achieve your peace by trusting in God. Trust is huge when it comes to God, because if you're trusting in God to handle your situation that you're praying on, you shouldn't be worrying about it.
That's true.
Because if you're still worrying about the situation that you're praying about, then you haven't given the situation over to God, which means that you're still working on it. You're still trying to do God's work. So that is when God rests. This is why you're still in the same situation. Because it's when you rest, God goes to work. But when you work, I think I'm saying that wrong. Yeah, when you work, God goes to rest. And when you rest, God goes to work. So once you start resting by trusting in God, He'll go to work. What do you want to say?
I totally agree with you. You definitely have to trust God and everything. And a lot of times, too, it's like we ask God for things, but then the things that we ask God for, we don't believe Him. We don't trust Him. So then you're like, I hope, I guess, maybe I prayed about it. So that's when you didn't give it all to God. It's like just getting in the airplane. You flying in the airplane, but you put your trust in that pilot to get you there. You don't see none of the stuff in front of you. You can't see anything, but you put your trust in the pilot. But then when it comes down to God, we don't do the same thing. It's like, okay, I know I asked God to do this, but we think we know better. So we untie what God has done. So.
On that, I'm going to take a sip of coffee.
I think I'll take a cup too. Jesus and coffee.
That's an amazing combination. Love coffee, but I love God more.
Yes, exactly.
I guess another thing is relationships is like a seriously hot topic on social media because a lot of people struggle in relationships. A lot of that struggle in relationships become due to people don't know what they want because people don't know who they are.
Right.
Because you're not going to know the person that you require if you don't know who you are. So if you don't know who you are, then how you going to know the person that you need within your life to build you into the person that you're destined to be? So before you start working on any type of relationship, you need to know yourself.
Right.
It's very important for you to know yourself. Learn who you are. Learn your weaknesses, your strengths. Learn your passion. Learn what you love. And do the things that make you happy. Start doing the things that make you happy. Start doing things, putting yourself first. Because a lot of people forget about themselves.
A lot of times, too, is the people that we surround ourselves with. You know, you want to grow and you want to do things, but then you're around the wrong people. So you have different people in your ear. You have people in your ear that's not even helping you. Go to someone who can help you. You know, go to God, go to someone who can help you. But a lot of times, too, we put the things on Facebook and all kinds of stuff. And I think that's one of the biggest problems, that we trust the people on Facebook. We can't even trust God. We can't even go to him, but we go to that book first. It's crazy.
Yeah, most definitely. Because that's definitely a true source of knowledge is right at your fingertips. The Bible has greatest book ever written. So many
Yes. Oh my gosh.
It's
yes.
like any problem that you have, the answer's in there.
Yes, it is.
But
definitely.
before you know what to find, you have to know what you need to seek. Seek, and you shall find. Because a lot of people go into the Bible, but not knowing what to look for. They're looking for an answer, but not knowing what the question is. So before you go in the Bible looking for an answer, know what the question is. That way you'll know what you're looking for. Because I say the best way of going to the Bible, of reading it, is know where your weakness is and find out what the Bible says about it. Mm-hmm. And give you direction on how to fix it. Also things and let's see. Let's reach out to my single girls. Mm-hmm. Hey, how you doing? Joey, how you doing, sir?
Hey, Joey.
Oh, I think Angel was on here for a minute. You can reach out. We're now turning on the subject of relationships and different things that people need to understand while being in the relationship. First and foremost is that for a relationship to be strong, God needs to be the foundation. You can't build a relationship off of a foundation that's laying on straw. Mm-hmm. You need to have stone, cement, blocks, so you know that it can withstand through any storm. But before entering a relationship, key element is knowing yourself. Because if you don't end up knowing your dream, you're going to end up supporting someone else's. Not even standing into the destiny that you've been destined for. So you have to find yourself. Discover your passion. Know who you are, and you will know the person that is required to help you.
Yes.
Which is why, once I discovered who I was, I know who she was. I knew exactly who she was going to become. My wife. It's like we've bonded instantly. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, they start relationships with secrets. They start off coming off with the representative. Cut that out. Why you have to lie in the beginning of the relationship to pretend to be someone that you're not? You start in these relationships pretending to be someone that you're not, and you're upset because now you have to keep up this same facade of this person that you never was in the first place. All of a sudden, you're like, you like this person, but you found this person. He don't like to drink. He don't like to smoke. He don't like cussing. But you like this person, so you goes like, oh, I don't do it neither. Then all of a sudden, you're sitting there craving a cigarette while he's with you. Now you have to act like you smoke. Like, why you smell like cigarette smoke? I don't know. I was around a person who had cigarettes. So now you have lies that now entered your relationship because you weren't honest from Jump Street. Lay all your cards out on the table. Accept who you are and put it out there. If you have to change who you are to satisfy someone else, then you're with the wrong person. Accept who you are and accept the people who accept who you are. Choose those who consistently chooses you. And because a lot of people, they want to give full-time benefits to someone who's only putting in part-time work. Why? You have to love yourself enough to know that you deserve way more. But you want to settle. But when you settle for less, you get less than you settle for.
Right.
So love yourself enough to know that you deserve great things, and you deserve to be treated much better than the way you're being treated right now. So, if I could have a story, because the way God operates really hasn't changed. Because he operates the same way now as he did when the story of Adam and Eve. When God created Eve, he put Adam to sleep. And it wasn't until after he was done with Eve that he woke Adam up. And when he woke Adam up, he didn't say, Adam, I created a wife for you in this garden. Go find it. He didn't lay Eve down and say, there's a husband for you in this garden. Go find it. He took Eve to Adam when he was done with her. He operates the same way now. When God was done with Anjanette, he brought Anjanette to me. He allowed Anjanette to see my videos, which started our conversation, which put us in where we are now. Yes. Some of you are still waiting. But the question is, is God done with you yet? Are you listening to his confrontation? Are you listening to his correction? Are you listening to the silent whispers that he's trying to tell you? A lot of people don't realize that God speaks in whispers. Right. And the reason why is because if somebody's whispering to you, in order for you to hear it, you have to turn everything else down. You have to turn off your phone. You got to put your television on mute, and you have to focus on what that person is saying. Yes. So you have to, that's why meditation is amazing. That allows you that quiet time to hear the silent whispers of God. And you'll hear his direction. You'll hear his plans for you and the things that you do. But a lot of people, they're not ready for correction. They're not ready for confrontation. They want comfort. But that's what the flesh gives you. The flesh gives you comfort. The flesh makes you feel that the actions that you're taking is justified. Right. Like when you yelling at somebody, it feels good. It felt good to yell at him. He deserved it. He was a jerk. He cut you off. It felt good to yell at him. Yell again! Give him the finger! Do it again! Felt good, didn't it? Yeah, he deserved that, didn't he? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, give him another finger. Beep your horn.
Beep, beep.
But then you hear then afterwards you hear the silent whispers.
Yes.
Why did you represent me when you cussed them out? Did you represent me when you beeped your horn? Did you represent me as your child? So, wake up every day thinking, what can I do today to put a smile on God's face?
Yes.
Go out there with the expectation of representing Him. You represent God and give Him His time, and He will direct you on the path that you need to go.
Yes, He will.
That is our Lifi show for today. We do this every Friday, 10 o'clock. See you next week.
Bye for now.